Now, we return to the coast, to the misty shores of Luango, where memory travels by river and history moves like trade winds. Some say the Jews of this coast were not strangers to Africa, but sons of an older story. A story that leads us to the island of São Tomé. In 1484, under King João II of Portugal, a colony was planted on São Tomé. Portuguese Jews were sent there. And from the Luango coast, African women were brought. Then came another moment history rarely whispers. In 1492, as Spain expelled its Jews, 2,000 African children, 7 years old and younger, were taken to São Tomé under royal permission. And so, on that small island, a new community formed. Not only exiles, but Africans. Not only converts, but traders. A free black Judaism rooted in African soil. From São Tomé, merchant communities spread back to the mainland, along the Kongo coast, through river routes, into the interior. Their name changed with every tongue: Mavambo, Mayumba, Mavumbu. But they called themselves Bavumbu. They were hill people, north of the Kongo. To the eye, they looked like every other African. Their customs were the same. Their morals were the same. Their religion, mostly the same. Except, they clung to certain Jewish observances. They lived apart. They did not call themselves people of the land. Their villages stretched more than 100 miles along the Luango coast, some north, some south of the Congo's mouth. When asked where they came from, their answers shifted like sand, from the south, from the north, from beyond the mountains. Yet they often called each other Bakoko, river people. Some say their name is linked to Mpombu, the great trading hub known as Stanley Pool. If so, they were keepers of the trade routes, bridges between coast and interior, but they owned no land. They were tenants among the Bafiot, salt boilers in marshlands, negotiators, migrants again. One group even appealed to a chiefess in Sasi, seeking firmer ground near the mountains, and she granted them space, so they endured. But another force had passed through these lands. Missionaries from Rome once Christianized much of the Luango coast. A few years later, little remains. Only a baptism ceremony followed by circumcision. Was the Mavumbu the remnant of a larger Judaism pressed and reshaped by Portuguese missions? Some records speak of thousands, even hundreds of thousands, of nominal Christians in the region, and strange stories traveled with them. The Abbe Proyat wrote of African children born pale as Europeans, with blonde or red hair, weak sight, considered divine among their people. Elsewhere, travelers met Africans who proudly called themselves Portuguese, though they looked no different from their neighbors. Even David Livingstone found inland communities he called the Jews of Angola, sharp in trade, hungry for knowledge, knowledgeable in Portuguese law and history, respected as clerks and writers. Some believed they descended from Jesuit missions, but history reminds us the Portuguese were in these lands long before the Jesuits were born. São Tomé, Luanda, penal colonies, trade posts, intermarriages. The story stretches further back. What emerges is not a simple tale of Europe and Africa, but a layered one. Exile, trade, conversion, adaptation, African Jews, African Christians, African Muslims, different names, same rivers, same bloodlines crossing the same soil. And so, along the Luango coast, history refuses to fit inside a single box. It flows, like the Congo itself. Thanks for watching, Please like and share to help support the channel. Subscribe for more videos on Forever Blessed History. I'll see you in the next video.